that we've been really busy in our food pantry distribution. Obviously, yesterday we had 55, which is a big number for us, but we've been averaging, I think with the government shutdown and everything going, it's
And
really,
the food stamps is not going to be,
Right.
um, they'll shut that down this Saturday. They won't have their stipend or their allotment so that'll make it a little bit.
so I think people are stocking up, and we had, I
Yeah.
think, we've been averaging 7 new clients, at least in the last week per day.
Mhm.
And, the calls for emergency assistance, I mean,
Mhm.
interestingly enough, we do have a volunteer who, she and her husband both work for the government, and they've been furloughed. So she's like,
Oh, wow.
volunteer. We're like,
Well,
come on,
we'll take you.
we'll take you. So,
Yeah.
but that's what's going on in our world.
Oh,
Why are SNAP benefits being stopped? Is it because of the shutdown?
Yes. Hmm.
Oh,
I mean,
dang.
Yeah. And
they
if they
voted
don't have
to-
a resolution by between now and then, they will not get their allotment. And that's
Huge.
like an
Huge.
incredibly amount of families that are going to be affected by this.
Well, and I think they've had, I actually watch the news. I try not to because it's,
I know, me too. I know, me too.
but I think they voted 12 times. Come
Yes.
on, guys,
Okay.
figure
Mhm.
it out. You're impacting lives now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, I won't get on a political.
girl,
soapbox.
listen, we're all doing the best we can.
Yes. Well, I'll go next. I mean, just to kind of go off after Grand Prairie United Charities, but here at Grand Prairie ISD, we have our social work hub, and so we have our food pantry also, and so we're also so just to put that out, if there are families within our district, obviously Grand Prairie United Charities, but sometimes that food goes by fast and they need more resources. So, definitely connect them with us here. I know we're getting ready for the season, for Thanksgiving. So if there's any community partners out there that are looking also to donate and give freely to all the wonderful organizations, put me on that list as well. We'll take donations as well, because we're getting ready to offer Thanksgiving baskets to families, because we are closed for a week, and so we try to provide some food for our families while they're going to be at home with their babies, and so. That is just a general shout out for our social work hub. If there's any donations that, we're always going to accept. So thank you for even considering us.
Let's discuss the food insecurity issue for a second, because I know that's going to be, people are going to get slammed this
Mhm.
month. So GPISD Social Work Hub has food available. Grand Prairie United Charities,
Mhm.
remind people what they need to do if they need to come get food from you.
They need to come and they have to live in the city of Grand Prairie, and they have to show an identification that shows an address, and they need, if there's 5 people in the house, you need to have something for each person. If it's a child, it needs to be a birth certificate, or if they're older, a driver's license, some sort of identification says that they live in this house. And there's some other paperwork they need to fill out, but doesn't take that long. Our pantry is open 9 to 1, Monday through Thursday,
And they can come once a month,
every 30 days.
every 30 days. And if they need food right now, they can come and fill out the paperwork there and leave with food, or do they need to do that in advance?
No, they can come in and fill it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the process for you, Maria?
So yes, the only thing is we need to have a verification, and we can verify that they're a student in Grand Prairie ISD. And if it's at least one student, we'll take care of the family. It depends on household size, and usually we can verify that in our system that how many students and things like that, more or less. And essentially they can come, same thing we do. I think we do about 30 to 45 days. I can't remember the specifics, but it's also so it can overlap. So if they go to Grand Prairie United Charities, they can still come and get something. So it's kind of like a supportive way to make sure they never run out of food. But yeah, they don't necessarily need to fill out a form. They just call us. We would prefer they call, only because that way we can make sure someone's here. We did have to downsize our social work hub staff earlier this year. So it is only one person. So if she's in a meeting, we want to make sure that someone's here to take care of them. So if they just call us or the main number, but if they do come in, we'll definitely still figure out how we can help, because there's usually somebody here who can contact Ms. Vivian and say, hey, where do you want us to go get it? Because we'll get you whatever you need. We don't want families to come in and walk away without anything. So it's a pretty easy process. And then if we've already served them, we'll connect them with other places. And then if they're here, we also have the clothes closet. So we'll try to like give them all the other things. So and connect them to a lifeline or whoever they need to talk to. For that. But yeah, it's pretty simple. They just can call. We're Monday through Friday only. We're here from 8 to 4:30. Not on the weekends. So if the district is closed, Social Work Hub is closed.
Okay, and Julie, give us the Lions dates for the drive-through food distributions.
November 4th and 18th, we do it at St. Michael's, and it will be at, I believe the food distribution starts about 9, or at least for sure the line starts about
Yeah.
9. We get there at 8:30 to help distribute food there. And it's until the food is out. David Daniels, we do November 11th, and we get there at 12. I believe the food distribution starts between 1 and 1:30. And again, it's till the food runs out. I know also YMCA has a little, here in Grand Prairie, has a little hub out front that has, if we have anything left over, we bring there. And I know they're short right now on food. And I know that the Haven does every Saturday from like 9 to 11 of food distribution once every 30 days as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and on those drive-through distributions, they'll check in with you, make sure you're on a list. It doesn't really matter if you're on the list. And
No, you can get there and let them know that you are looking for food and let us know how many are in the family, and then they go through.
Yeah.
We just have to account for how many people we're serving.
Yeah. And there's not a limit on those. So you can go to all of those. So while things are tight as you're talking to people, if they've done the school district once, if they've already done GPUC once, those food drive-throughs, if they can get there, if they can get there early, then those, they're just, I don't want to say it's not as stringent, but it's just not. Do you want to add something?
Yeah, it's basically, many of the people are already on our list.
Yeah.
So once they drive up, if they're on our list, we just check them off and they go and they get the food. If they're not, then they have a small half-page form to fill out with basic things as to how many people are in the household income. Nothing strenuous, nothing major. And they can get for other families, but most of the people who are getting for other families are already on our list to where we can check them off and know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think something that is top of mind for people, no one is checking your citizenship. And that it makes people nervous, but I think the best thing we can do is just remind them we're not checking your citizenship. So people are rightfully afraid. We're not.
And even if they see police officers, it's usually because they're helping with traffic, not because of anything else.
Right. So nobody's going to get reported. You're there to get food and go feed your family. That is it. Jonathan, do you want to share what you just put in the chat? And then we'll go back to all of the rest of the sharing out on events and stuff. But I know this is really timely and critical right now. So Jonathan, why don't you share what Dallas College has going on?
Yeah, so it's not in Grand Prairie proper, but our Irving Center is right there off MacArthur and Shady Grove, so not too far from Grand Prairie. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's open Monday through Friday for the community members from 9 to 5. And I know here at the West Dallas Center, we have like produce as well as like milk and refrigerated items as well as shelf stable items. So whenever a community member comes in, they have to just sign in on the computer with like their name, their address, and then how many are in their family. And they can go shopping there in our food pantries at the West Dallas and the Irving Centers.
Awesome. Awesome. Sheila, do you know of anything going on for food?
Nothing other than I think Lunchbox of Love. Normally at Clayton Mark's apartment, they have a center where they have food, they give away food over there. So that's about all I know.
Yeah. Word of Peace Ministries does one. Do you know what dates Lanika's are?
Word of Peace is
It's once
on
a month.
Saturday. Hold on one second. Let me see if I see it in the calendar.
Okay.
I'll go back to this one after.
Okay. They do once a month, and then
Oh, Gateway Church in Grand
Gateway.
Prairie.
They do
And
a
I
good
said-
one.
the Seventh-day Adventist Church too. I don't know if they have an official like food distribution event, but I know they're great about helping their families, and you could just ask if you need some help on that one.
Yeah,
as
they're doing, I believe, a Thanksgiving drive. Also, and then also, I think another church, I don't have it in front of me, but we were asked to submit family names also for food.
Okay.
So there's definitely a lot of supports out there. We just got to make sure that families know about it,
Yeah.
because I think when they're in that crisis mode, they're going to feel like there's no help. But I think it's just us knowing and then relaying information, and just kind of word of mouth will
Right.
help a lot. Yeah.
Right.
So Word of Peace Ministries, on West Marshall, they meet on the third Saturday from 10 to 1. It's usually a community event, like they have stuff for the kids to do between basketballs. Sometimes they have snow cones.
Fun.
They have, what do you?
Bounce houses.
That was good charades.
Completely drawing a blank, so the charades worked well.
Yeah, that was good.
And they sometimes even have the Grand Prairie officers there giving out giveaways, and they sometimes talk to the kids and educate them on different little issues. And the big thing there, unlike most of the sites, they also have diapers. And they have tons of diapers that they can help give away. So if you know somebody that's in need, that has a child, a baby, or potentially even a parent that's in need, they don't have the adult stuff as often or as much, but they do have diapers.
That is good to know. So I think, so there's lots of places providing these opportunities. For those of you that do provide these opportunities, what help do you need? Do you need donations? Do you need volunteers? How can we all come together to help you help people in need?
Well, what we're doing is we're creating an Amazon wish list. So that really what we need mostly right now is canned meat, like tuna or chicken and peanut butter. We're looking for protein because of what we get from, our daily donations from the retail outlets. We get a lot of produce, we get things like that, but really canned meats, and the peanut butter are just, because you can give somebody a jar of peanut butter and there's some great protein in there. In fact, just a sidebar, on Thanksgiving morning, when you get up and you need some exercise, the turkey trot, we'll be having a food collection, so you can bring things there as well. Or, like I said, the Amazon wish list, we're trying to finalize. What do people do at night?
Yeah.
Oh, let me go to an Amazon wish list and order some things
Yeah.
sent directly to Grand Prairie United
Yeah.
Charities.
You don't even have to leave your house.
Don't have to leave your
Y'all
house.
know how much I love that.
Hey, Jean, just a quick question. I know that y'all were talking to BJ's Warehouse about providing food for Grand Prairie United Charities. Did that work out?
I know Patty's in discussions with them, but I think it's gonna be a good partnership. There'll be another place that we can pick up items, hopefully on a very regular basis. Because we go to Sprouts, we go to Aldi's, we go to both Walmarts, we go to Target, and it's amazing the stuff that we get.
Yeah,
I mean,
Kroger.
You need to add Kroger if you're not on their list.
well, the challenge for us, I totally agree with you, but is that we have to go through North Texas Food Bank and they determine who gets to go to who.
Okay.
But I met with a lady yesterday, she said, I know the manager does it. I'm like, we'll figure that out, but we have to follow the rules. And then, I mean, Starbucks, you guys all know what we get from Starbucks.
Yeah.
I know, Julie, you've seen it in
Yeah.
person.
Mhm.
Crates and
They're
crates, so we get a lot of stuff, but it goes fast. I mean, like I said, when you have 55 people and families of 8, 4,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of food that we go through.
Yeah. I know Kyle and Julie and I have volunteered at the Catholic Ministries one at St. Michael's. And I will tell you, it's a really fun volunteer activity. If you haven't done it before, GPUC really is too. When you get in there, these food things go so fast. It is
Yes.
fast and furious, and you get your steps in. And it's time to go and you feel like you just got there. So it's a very active way to give back.
I mean, I know when Lions Club came, it was great. I mean, we kept y'all hopping. And
Yeah.
it was like,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
and volunteers are great and we love when they can come every week.
Yeah.
1 or 2, but we get groups and I mean, Home Depot, you guys come from the warehouse twice a month. That one day, I think we had Home Depot, we had FedEx, and we had some our North Texas Food Bank come. I mean, it was like, okay,
Yeah.
let's jump in and get it done.
Yeah.
There's always things to do.
Amazon wish list for y'all, volunteers at the Catholic Charities. Maria, you said donations. Are there specific things you're looking for?
I was texting Vivian to make sure, but it's kind of the same thing. I know that she gets a lot of things from food bank, but protein is definitely always the need, right? Because you get kind of the same standard things from North Texas Food Bank, and we're actually asked our schools and our kindness crews, because we have kindness crews on all of our campuses. So those are like our little champions of students who are doing acts of service, acts of kindness. And so we give them service projects, and so it's giving. And so right now, a lot of them have signed up to do just canned food donations, but we're getting this from the same families we're also trying to serve. So sometimes it's I always say, you know what, let's be mindful that yes, we're asking for donations, but are we asking from the same people that are probably going to need it? So, we definitely see, like, on our northern side, less donations because that is more of our neediest communities, and south of 20 you get a little bit more of donations. And so we've kind of asked that if they can spread it out from, like, maybe one school does cereal, another school does canned fruit, and so we try to, like, see if we can even it up. But protein is definitely one. And then obviously right now we're getting those requests, and then we're also going to be doing Noche de Navidad in December, and we also request, and we do a drive-through here, and so I'll make that announcement later for volunteers that will be needing that event, because that we do have a drive-through and families do come and pick up. And so I'll just put that out there now that I'm thinking about it. We would like to donate board games to every family that comes in through the drive-through to pick up food. So donations for board games, gently used to, new. We'd like to, every time they pass through, we're gonna give them a game to do with family and to spend that time together. But yes, so I think protein is kind of the same thing that we're needing. So
What day is Noche de Navidad?
December 9th. It's a Tuesday, because I think Santa Cop is on the 10th. Let me look at my calendar real quick. December 9th. Yeah, so it'll be the Noche here at the Grand Family Service Center, and we're going to start at 5 o'clock, and we will wrap up by 7:30. And so we're expecting to serve about 250 families, but that means children in that number, right? So then you're looking at hundreds of children on there.
Okay. Any other questions or comments related to the food opportunities? And then we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming.
I knew that was coming.
Okay. Are y'all, I always share this stuff out to our group to give notes and things like that. Are y'all comfortable if I share this recording out more broadly, just through our media channels? Okay, just so that I know this is just a lot of people are struggling. So, okay.